Anne Boleyn, once the Queen of England, met a tragic end. Accused of treason, adultery and incest, she was imprisoned in the Tower of London. Her execution, a swift beheading on May 17, 1536, sent shockwaves through the nation. Anne's ghost story is arguably the most famous of all the Tudor ghosts. It is a tale woven from the threads of history, tragedy and enduring mystery. Anne's life was a whirlwind of ambition and courtly intrigue. She was a woman who dared to challenge convention, capturing the heart of King Henry VIII. Her refusal to be his mistress led to the English Reformation. Henry annulled his marriage to Catherine of Aragon, making Anne his queen. Yet her reign was short-lived. Anne failed to produce a male heir, and Henry, ever fickle, turned his affections elsewhere. Accusations of adultery and treason were levied against her. Whether Anne was truly guilty, or merely a victim of courtly machinations, remains a subject of debate among historians. Her execution, however, is a matter of historical record. She met her fate with dignity, delivering a final speech that proclaimed her innocence and wished the king well. But the trauma of her sudden fall, the injustice she faced, seemed to linger in the very stones of the tower, ready to surface as whispers from beyond the grave. Anne Boleyn's story does not end with her death. It evolves into something different, something unsettling. Across the centuries, whispers of her presence have echoed through the halls of the Tower of London and other locations tied to her life. These whispers speak of a restless spirit, seeking solace or perhaps justice. One of the earliest accounts of Anne's ghost dates back to the reign of her daughter, Queen Elizabeth I. It is said that a guard at the tower reported seeing Anne's spectral figure wandering the grounds. He was so startled that he fainted, and upon waking, he was brought before the Queen. Elizabeth, known for her pragmatism, nevertheless listened intently to his tale. Over the centuries, there have been numerous other reported sightings of Anne. Some witnesses describe her as a solitary figure, dressed in white, gliding through the corridors of the tower. Others claim to have seen her on the anniversary of her execution, her head tucked under her arm, a chilling reminder of her brutal end. These stories, passed down through generations, have woven themselves into the fabric of the tower's history. It is said that Queen Victoria herself, while visiting the tower, encountered the ghost of Anne Boleyn. Victoria described a cold sensation and a feeling of unease as she passed by the Queen's house, where Anne was held prisoner. While the Tower of London remains the epicenter of Anne Boleyn's ghostly legend, sightings are not confined to its ancient walls. Her spirit seems to wander, drawn to places that held significance during her brief but tumultuous life. Hever Castle, Anne's childhood home, is also said to be haunted by her presence. Visitors and staff have reported seeing a figure resembling Anne, often near a particular oak tree where she and Henry courted. Some say that Anne's father, Thomas Boleyn, still roams the castle grounds as well, forever seeking to protect his daughter from beyond the grave. The Palace of Whitehall, the site of Anne and Henry's lavish coronation, is another location where Anne's ghost is said to appear. It was also here, within the palace walls, that Anne was arrested, accused of betraying the king she had once captivated. The emotional turmoil of that betrayal, perhaps, binds her spirit to this historical place. Perhaps the most poignant of all alleged sightings occurs at the Church of St. Peter ad Vincula, located within the tower complex. It was here, beneath the cold stone floor, that Anne Boleyn was laid to rest following her execution. Visitors and staff have reported seeing a white lady, presumed to be Anne, praying in the church, seeking solace and perhaps forgiveness for the sins she was accused of. Centuries after her death, Anne Boleyn continues to fascinate and haunt the imagination. The circumstances surrounding her downfall, the swiftness with which she was judged and condemned, and the enduring mystery of her guilt or innocence have cemented her place in history as a tragic figure. Perhaps it is this potent blend of history, tragedy, and unanswered questions that gives rise to the enduring belief in Anne Boleyn's ghost. Her story serves as a reminder of the fragility of power, the capricious nature of fate and the enduring power of a life cut tragically short. Whether one believes in ghosts or not, there is no denying the power of Anne Boleyn's story. It is a story that continues to resonate with each retelling, a ghostly echo that refuses to be silenced by the passage of time. And so, the legend of Anne Boleyn lives on, not just in history books, but in the whispers of her presence felt in the shadows of the tower and the other haunted sites forever linked to her name. Thank you for watching. There are links if you want to support my work. Remember, the abyss of night awaits.